Also today, President Trump's big speech at the Department of Justice. All eyes on this because it's rarely happened in U.S. history. NewsNation's Robert Sherman is in Washington with more. Robert, what should we expect to hear from this unusual, though not unprecedented, trip to the DOJ by a sitting president?
Yeah, I mean, think of it this way, Markie. As far as federal institutions go, few have drawn the president's ire quite like the Department of Justice. So traditionally, presidents take a more hands-off approach to the Justice Department to avoid giving the impression of politicizing it. But President Trump contends it has already been politicized. And for months, he has vowed to upend the DOJ and root out what he calls the weaponization of justice from top to bottom. The president telling reporters in the Oval Office he intends to lay out his vision. Here's what he had to say.
We don't want to have people pushed into subways and killed, and then the person that did the pushing ends up in a 15-year trial and gets off scot-free. We want to have justice, and we want to have safety in our cities as well as our communities.
This afternoon, the president will be traveling from the White House to the Department of Justice here in Washington, expected to speak around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Markie?
Yeah, we typically see that separation between politics and the DOJ. So today will be interesting. And Robert, it also comes at a time when the president has already been shaking things up at the DOJ when it comes to law and order.
Yeah, a big element of what we've seen already has related to personnel, Markie. The president has put Pam Bondi in charge of the agency as Attorney General. Todd Blanche is now the Deputy Attorney General, who has personally represented the president in the past. Then you have Kash Patel, now heading up the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who's been outspoken about wanting to overhaul the FBI. Here's what he said.
Sure, the two-tier system of justice is the deep state's weapon of choice. And I don't mean just in court. I mean in the administrative state, too, in all three branches of the federal government and in applications at the state level. Our due process and our Constitution applies to everyone, or it doesn't work.
The president has also instructed the DOJ to terminate Biden-era U.S. attorneys, contending a clean house is needed to proceed forward. Markie?
All right, Robert, we'll be watching closely today. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.